Copper prices ended the day slightly higher, up 1 penny a pound. That brought an end to a sharp 3-day slide and a 12% tumble in prices this year. That's reverberated through the commodity trading floors everywhere. Bertha Coombs tells us why the falling price for copper matters to all investors.
The copper trade is all about China. The country's massive build-out over the last decade has driven global prices, but China's recent slowdown has triggered investor concerns about the outlook for copper demand. Concerns economist Zach Karabell calls overblown.
It's not as if the overall activity within China has gone from massive to, minimal. It's that the pace has changed.
But it's more than just the slowdown. Copper has become a major source of collateral for cash in China, and that's led to speculative buying. Some analysts estimate 60 to 80% of copper imports in China have been tied to corporate borrowing. Then last week, solar panel maker Chowry became the first one of those companies to default on a corporate debt payment.
What's happened is people have been using copper to finance, and with the demand coming down and really more financial instruments than really supply and demand, the price of copper is falling much faster than people expected.
Copper prices plunged nearly 10% over 3 days following Chowry's default.
The worry is if more Chinese companies default and are forced to liquidate their copper holdings, it could flood the market and trigger a financial crisis in China. But analysts at TD Securities say Beijing has shown a willingness to step in and help troubled firms in the past, and likely will again.
We don't think China's going to blow up, it's just going to slow down. And I think investors and companies that are well diversified will be okay, except those that are just completely focused on infrastructure and building in China might get hurt more than some of the others.
For consumer-oriented firms, a slowdown in China's building boom could be good news.
If they're shifting to a more of a consumer-oriented economy, that can help the United States. One of the fastest growing export markets for American goods is China.
Near term for electronics makers and manufacturers, lower copper prices could also be a boon. Bertha Coombs, Nightly Business Report.